Welcome everybody, Nanka here, and it's time for another episode of Souldin Shorts.
Welcome everybody, Souldin of the Grin Brothers here, and welcome to a Souldin something, I guess, because this is not quite a Souldin short start, but I guess it'll fit in the category of a Souldin short start because it's something I'm doing. It's short, I'm starting it, it's a demo, so I'm probably going to be finishing it. Yeah, it's just like a video. I just wanted to record my thoughts on the Kirby and the Forgotten Land demo because I'm not planning to do a Kirby and Forgotten Land playthrough at all because it's a game I'm being put up for Christmas for reasons I'll explain later. But I basically just wanted to do a little special video on this. So, yeah, that's that. So I'll begin. Okay, yeah, play solo. Okay, Kirby game that's simple to play. You'll have lots of help for the adventure. Well, I am a Kirby game that's a bit wilder. Yeah, I like the fact they've got a differently saying from the get-go. That's a really cool thing. I heard about that from the get-go. I've heard a lot of good things about this, which is reassuring because I'm quite worried about it. Which is strange because a lot of people weren't worried about this. A lot of people were quite excited for this, but the moment they went 3D, I was really worried about it going over. Well, I'll talk about that later because, like, I don't know how many cutscenes there are, and gosh, the graphics are great. It's surprising. It feels like a step up from Kirby and Star Allies already, and it's the same system and everything. I've got a tea that I'm trying out here. Not ready to try out just yet, but it's a bit hot at the moment. But it's a Peachy Keen tea. It's a hibiscus tea with a brew time of 3 to 5 minutes. It's from the English tea shop. Oh, that reaction is brilliant. It's a misleadingly named tea, as whilst the fruity beverage contains rose hip, lemon, apple, lemongrass, bandy, and cinnamon, it does not contain any peach. Yeah, that is the Peachy Keen tea, and I will be trying that out later. I'm pretty sure I saw a butterfly there. Never trust the butterflies. No? What? Oh, I guess it's explaining the mouthful mode thing? Yeah, I guess that's like a hit foreshadowing of the mouthful mode. I'm not sure why they needed a, I'm pretty sure the mouthful mode is perfectly within Kirby's, power set. And hey, Crash Bandicoot! This is actually my first thought upon seeing it. So someone actually did, they did this like really cool trailer thing where they opened up this, replaced the Kirby music with like the city landscape. I'm pretty sure they put like Nier music, and then for like the beach scene here, they ended up putting the Crash Bandicoot jingle. Really cool. Okay, yeah. So ZLZR to defend. Got the dodge, which is a huge improvement of previous dodges. Because the dodge never used to be that great. No air dodge, though. Do I have infinite flight? Whilst there seems to be... Oh, no, I don't have infinite flight. So much like Kirby 64. The best, like, tutorial segment was done by Kirby Triple Deluxe. Nice signs of, like, to showcase everything. Oh, yeah, and there he... Still have the slide attack. Oh, hey! Yeah, I got something. Let's see if this actually works. Could have just used slide attack as well. No, but things bounce off it. That's cool. That's going to be some interesting mechanics you can probably do with that. And the Forgotten Land, which I thought was like going to be like a unfrozen Shiver Star. But it seems to be a completely new area. Unless they do the cool thing of making it a unfrozen Shiver Star. That would be really neat to see. So it's like the ability health bar separate. Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Takes hits surprisingly well, these enemies. Yeah, the hover is really nerfed in it, much like Kirby and Crystal Shards. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to use the ZLZR to swallow things, because my natural instinct is to just the perspective there is great. My natural instinct is just press down. Yeah, it's controlling quite nicely, and it's, of course this is just the start of the game, but it's leading me in one direction. My big worry with it was often about whether it'd be open world. Oh gosh, the mouthful mode thing already? Well, I've seen this cutscene and I've heard plenty of others. It's funny, Kirby doesn't even need any introduction to start murdering the wildlife of the area. He sees these beast people and he just starts, blowing them up straight away. Okay, I'm going to try out this Peachy Keen tea, because, others will have seen this from, like, the trailers for this game. Whoa! That's got a lot of zip to it. Still very hot, but oh, there's definitely the lemon. Definitely the lemon. It's not like a immediate lemon, but It's more of a one that just starts to slowly come into play. It's a bit weird. Like the introduction is not lemon, but like it quickly starts, fades away a bit, but it's a nice strong hot lemon. Yeah, this is still terrifying. So yeah, the Peachy Canteen, you know, as I said, it's not actually peachy at all. It's a lot more. It's not quite sweet. Like it's got cinnamon in it, but I wouldn't describe it as a sweet tea. It's got a slight sort of like takes a little bit of the edge off of the introduction of it, sort of thing. Takes a little bit of the edge off of it, but how else to describe it? It's primarily like the lemon flavour, and yeah, I could definitely say that, like the hot sort of like potentially the I can definitely tell the rose hip. It's a bit hard, but to sort of like describe the rose hip, but it's definitely got that rose hip to it. The lemon flavour is present, but it's not the immediate flavour. I feel the cinnamon, that might be where the bit of the sweetness comes into play. Oh, I can jump. Okay, yeah. Are these graves? No. Yeah, as I was saying, you definitely get the apple, and you definitely get the rose hip, and the lemon, as I said, is not the immediate flavour, but it then strikes sort of thing. I imagine the tea's going to taste quite differently the moment it starts to cool down a bit, so I'm kind of interested to share my thoughts later as it's cooled down a bit. Very interesting at the moment with it, but the cinnamon isn't, like, I'm assuming the cinnamon's, part of the cinnamon is purely in the case of, the cinnamon is purely in just taking the edge off sort of thing, because it's not a very sweet tea, but don't even describe it sweet. It's more got like a sour edge to it, and then the unique flavour that I would describe of rose hip and cooked apple. Yeah, cooked apple might be a good way to describe the flavour. If you had like a cooked apple sort of like pie sort of thing or something like that. Yeah, I can't believe it. They have these guys, yet they don't have the beast power up in this game. At least from what I know. It'd be really cool if they turn out they've got beast in it, but I really love that power. And it's annoying because they've got like a drill power to start digging through the ground, but they don't seem to have beast. Also, apologies about the sniffles. Rafi gave me a cold. They could barely come into existence before they blow up. Are you ready? Oh. I thought, I had to blow it up, which, may have put the little guy in danger. Always happy to see the Kirby dance come back. I'm glad there aren't calls for people to say, Kirby needs voice acting, sort of thing. Quite more than happy for Kirby to not have any voice acting in it, aside from the usual Poyo or sound effects sort of thing. Not every game needs voice acting. It's not a requirement. I can understand that the more and more cinematic approach to a lot of games kind of suggests voice acting. I feel like, the games, people think of their own sort of voices sort of thing. And often when they do voice acting in a lot of games, they're really bland and generic nowadays. It's like the whole thing of Americans not being able to handle accents. Are you doing a mechanic, Elfilin, or are you just there to grab stuff? Because, like, Riven would be there to grab the crystal shard sort of thing, and, would later be used in, like, the endgame point, and, was it Ellie? Ellie? She had a really cool sort of part in that she'd, be drawing the sort of thing. Drawing the sort of like paintbrush sort of thing to make the road, and Kirby canvas curse. Well, Kirby and the rainbow paintbrush. Depends on the region. But hey, gotta say, if this game does actually segment itself like levels like this, then that's further case of me preferring the idea of this game. Because I had a big concern that this game was going to become open world, and not every game needs to be open world. There's actually a video I've been meaning to watch by I think like Frontier something. I watched like a really cool Dead or Alive videos of them. Make 5 tulips bloom. Oh, so like missions like in Kirby Dream Land 3. Oh. Interesting way to do the cut of power. Let's see, do I have a... Yeah, I do have the physical attack. Hey, something I wanted to test out. Yeah. Yeah, like, there's a video I've been meaning to watch, I think Frontier something. I watched the cool Dead or Alive videos there. But they've also got a video on, like, not every game needs to be open world, which I do agree with. And it does annoy me the trend for games going open world, because I'm not a big fan of the genre. Like, I've enjoyed the odd open world game, but I prefer my experience as linear. So that was my big concern when Kirby started to go 3D. I'm basically hoping much more so for a Super Mario 3 World style of experience rather than interesting. I've got a limit to the amount of soda cans, well, sort of fizzy drink cans. Huh. No? Okay. Just checking just in case there was a tulip. Now I'm going to hunt for these darn things. Oh, just money. I wonder if that guy could have had a power. Oh. I'm quite surprised. Yeah, cut is fairly weak. I mean, it is a projectile one, so makes sense for it to be a bit weaker than, say, Sword or something. Also, another thing, like, yeah, no, I don't need all games to be open world sort of thing. I'm really not a big fan of this sort of thing. I'd rather a more driven experience sort of thing. Open world just seems to cause too much distraction, I feel. Like, you start to worry, or what, important story details or lore I'm missing out on sort of thing, or if you're missing out on the full experience, depending on what you do ignore. And it also gets harder to tell, where you need to go and all that. And getting lost's no fun. But likewise, not all games need you to be able to control the camera. Like, people made a big deal about, oh, hey, look at that, you can control the camera now in Pokemon. It's like, yeah, and what does that do? Gotta be honest, nothing much, really. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Really not a fan of how horrifying this all is. I'm pretty sure Kirby's had abilities where he could do this before. Like, the cone seems a bit of an odd one. Creative, but very odd. Yeah, you don't need to control the camera all the time. I'd rather a game with just a decent camera in the first place rather than giving me the freedom to control the camera. Likewise, I'd rather the game be able to, have the confidence to structure and pace itself rather than to just, give me this freedom to. And then again, a lot of the time, the open world element is also, rather dull to begin with. It's like, oh, cool, well, you're showing off sort of thing. Oh, I can go climb up a tower sort of thing. Whoa. So yeah, the fact that this game does feel much more linear in its approach is a big reassurance to me. And I'm hoping it continues to follow that trend, because again, my hope for sort of idea with it is that it follows more of a Super Mario 3 world template. Because that was, it's my favourite, Mario platformer game. It did everything, it did what I wanted out of Super Mario 64 back in the day. I wanted to basically have the joy of the 2D Mario gameplay in a 3D environment, and I like that this game looks to translate the 2D Kirby gameplay, and so far has done really well. There are, of course, limitations they've had to do, much like, even when Kirby 64 had to go with its 2.5D, they restricted the flight, so... a bit of a bomb. Yeah! Not a huge fan of Sword, but I might as well. Or if that's the end of the level, I missed out on some tulips. Oh well. The rabbit enemies are harder than the Wild Edge boss. Oh, they're hopping around. I guess I'll be a horrifying monstrosity. Oh, hey, hold on, I saw a tulip. Huh, really thought there'd be some places to explore here, but okay. Did look like a secret there. Goodbye, I guess. Is that the last tulip? Huzzah! The last tulip. I guess. Kirby, you look like you're in pain. Are you suffering, Kirby? Well, this enemy's got good tracking. Oh, plenty of corn. Kyrus would love it here. Oh, thank gosh. Okay. Kind of funny, it just pops out there. And now the dance. Woo! No, it's still got the same sort of flavour to it. Yeah, lemons are immediate, but it does only burst out. Along with sort of like a cooked apple and roast hip sort of thing. I think there's a slight bit more sweetness now that I'm drinking. I don't know whether it's because I'm drinking further down the tea, or whether it is because I'm... Yes, this is the peach key, by the way. I'm not like trying to do tea. Or whether it's because it's gone cooler, but I do getting a little bit more of the sweetness. A nice little 2D perspective. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if it was like entirely kind of like a Streets of Rage style, sort of like, you know, yeah, got a slight sort of in-out to it, but sort of style to the game. Oh, it's a whole on level. I thought it was just going to be a boss fight straight away. Huh? I'm not complaining about more Kirby content. I'm going to make a pretty big video, though, if I want to keep it as just one video. Oh, neat. Well, I've got ice. It is my favourite power, after all. Huh, interesting. Oh, they still got the ice ball part. Oh, I do love you got all the bananas here. Hope eating all of those now isn't going to come back to haunt me. Whee! Yeah, interestingly, it's just like Also, Kirby's been here for like not even a day, and they've already got like signs up warning "No Kirby's allowed." What have you done, Kirby? Your reputation precedes you. Naturally, the instinct upon seeing Kirby, squish him, squish him. He squeaks. Gorimondo? Oh gosh. Oh, I can't dodge backwards with well, luckily I can move as I attack. I'm gonna freeze your legs already. I'm really cool that they've got the sort of like ice sparkle effects of happening. You know, his legs are actually getting frozen. So freeze already! Oh, yay, he did freeze! Oh, the dodge back with ice, but oh yeah. Oh. Yep, spinning Kong. He'll get dizzy soon enough. We'll do like a floor slam. Nope, dizzy ears. Come on. Nope. Ah, he shook it off. But hey, he's almost dead. No! Get back here. There we go. You're not surviving with a sliver. You're going down. And I'm looking forward to the full release. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. A lot more, you know, again, the thing I was hoping for. It does feel more like a Super Mario 3D Land than a Slash World than a Super Mario 64, which is certainly something I was hoping for. I do feel that the boss was a bit lengthy, because it wasn't too many sort of like different things going on by the end sort of thing. Really cool, like the sort of freezing effects and such. They got really cool, like, it's amazing just how much they've ended up improving the graphics of the game, even from Star Allies. And I love Star Allies. It's one of my top 10 favourite video games. I do feel like the enemies were a bit too tanky. I mean, not the enemies, that's kind of appreciated, but the boss was a bit too tanky, because there wasn't enough variety then going on afterwards. So it was just, you know, rather than it being hard, it was just drawing it out. And yeah, really interesting. The Wispy Woods-like enemy wasn't the first boss. There's a real surprise. Oh, and this just tells you little things that you get to do. Curious to see if Elfilin plays a mechanic. Bandana seems to play far more of a mechanic than Elfilin, but yeah, that's really good. I had a real lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed watching me play through this. So yeah, that was just a random little thing I decided to do where I got to, you know, show off the Kirby in the Forgotten Land at a point where the game's probably already out. So, you know, I'm recording this way in advance just to have some, like, videos to break up the pace of playthrough sort of thing. Again, hope you enjoyed, and cheerio!